What's up? Welcome to Trout Academy. I'm Derek Olthuis, and today we're going to be talking about the 3 most common ways to set up a double nymph rig. The first setup is tying from the bend of the first hook to the eye of the second hook. This is probably my least favorite way to do a double nymph for 2 reasons. One, because I think it minimizes the amount of movement that you get on the fly. And second, because I think it's a lot harder for the fish to actually get the top fly in its mouth. I think the line tends to hit that open mouth, prohibiting the fly from getting in there, and I seem to miss more fish. The second way to do a double nymph setup is tying from the eye of the first fly to the eye of the second fly. I like this. I probably use this one 50-50 maybe to the tag end, but I like it because it puts the fly more horizontal, that first fly, and it's easier for the fish to get that fly in their mouth. Therefore, I'm hooking and landing more fish, but I also think it moves the fly better because you kind of have like a teeter-totter effect moving that fly in the water. And this is particularly true when I fish lakes. There's a lot of nymphs and things that swim horizontally, and I think this just has a good look and the flies move better. The third way to set up a double nymph rig is to use a tag end, and I almost always tie them off of a tippet ring when I set it up this way. I think it provides the most amount of movement and looks the best in the water because it kind of separates the fly a little bit from the main leader. However, it does have a little bit of a tendency to tangle, and that's especially true when you're making longer casts. And I find that it's not as useful for me in lakes. There are situations that I use it. However, I'm not going to dive deep into that for right now. Really, I think this is a great setup, and I use it kind of 50-50 to the second setup, tying from the eye of the first fly. Whenever I fish a nymph rig, I always tie the Rapala knot. The reason why I tie a Rapala knot is because it gives the fly a lot more movement than just a simple clinch knot. And I've spent a lot of time diving, and one of the things that I've noticed most is how much bugs move in the water and how little our flies move when they're in the water, especially when they're tied on a clinch knot. Tying on tag ends is especially useful when you're fishing a bounce rig or when you're fishing a European rig. With some split shot down here at the bottom, and then I've got 2 flies on tags here. I really like tying the tags off of a tippet ring because it's easier to just switch out the whole setup and change things around. And I also find that when I'm tying off of a leader, I tend to damage the line a little bit. This seems to be a little bit stronger for me, so I really like using the little tippet rings. I don't think that the fish mind at all. There's so much debris floating around in the water that I honestly don't think the fish even notice it at all. I think that it just makes it a lot easier. Guys, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully this content is helpful for you, gives you something to think about, and improves your time on the water and allows you to catch more fish. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode.